On the morning of January 31st, 2026, the serene waters of Geograph Bay in Western Australia seemed calm and inviting. Families were scattered along the shore, paddleboarding, kayaking, and enjoying the summer sun. Among them was 13-year-old Austin Appelbee, a young boy with a bright smile, enjoying the water with his mother Joanne and his siblings, Beau, 12, and Grace, 8. It was a typical family outing, until strong gusts from an approaching front swept across the bay, turning a fun day into a nightmare that would test courage beyond imagination. Suddenly, a strong current pulled the family's kayak and paddleboards far offshore. Life jackets kept them afloat, but the distance from the shore quickly became alarming. Panic set in. Joanne struggled to keep Beau and Grace close as the waves grew stronger, while Austin realized that staying in one place could be fatal. The water, though blue and peaceful from a distance, had transformed into a vast, threatening expanse. Austin, only 13, made a decision no child should ever have to make. He would swim to shore and call for help. With nothing but courage and instinct, he began paddling through choppy waves, his small frame battling exhaustion. The wind whipped his hair, salt water stung his eyes, and every stroke felt heavier than the last. Yet he knew his family's survival depended on him. The swim was relentless. For 4 hours, Austin fought the pull of the ocean, sometimes drifting backward, sometimes catching small breaks in the swell. He relied on memory of the shoreline, the sun, and instincts learned from swimming lessons, but the waves often hid all reference points. Every stroke brought fatigue, but stopping was never an option. The lives of his mother and siblings were in his hands, and he would not fail. Meanwhile, Joanne and the children were drifting, holding onto life jackets. Fear consumed them, but they relied on the hope that Austin would return with help. The vast blue expanse around them made it impossible to see land. Time stretched painfully, and every minute felt like an eternity. The family clung together, the silence of the ocean around them amplifying the tension. After hours in the water, Austin reached the shore. His legs trembled, his lungs burned, and his entire body shook from exhaustion. He could barely stand, but he knew the task wasn't over. The nearest phone or radio was kilometers away, and time was critical. With determination, he ran across sand and rocks, pushing his body to the limit, ignoring pain, ignoring fatigue. Every step was driven by love and desperation. Finally, Austin reached a place where he could call for help. Emergency services were contacted, and helicopters and marine rescue teams were dispatched immediately. Even as help was on the way, Austin collapsed on the sand, utterly drained. Yet his mind remained fixed on his family, knowing they were still in the water and at risk. The rescue teams arrived just in time. Using search patterns guided by the currents, they located Joanne, Beau, and Grace clinging to a paddleboard, far offshore. Exhaustion and fear were evident on their faces, but relief washed over them as Austin's courage became clear. Without his decision to swim to shore, the outcome could have been far worse. Medical teams attended to the family on shore. They were shaken, cold, and dehydrated, but miraculously no one suffered life-threatening injuries. The story of Austin's heroism spread quickly across media outlets, social media, and the local community. Headlines called him superhuman, courageous teen, and hero of Geograph Bay, but Austin remained humble, insisting he only did what anyone would have done for their family. Experts later analyzed the incident. Oceanographers noted the unpredictable currents and rough waves Austin had faced, emphasizing how extraordinary it was for a 13-year-old to navigate them successfully. Psychologists highlighted the mental strength required to stay calm and focused in life-threatening conditions while acting for someone else's safety. Every aspect of Austin's actions was a combination of physical endurance and mental resilience. Despite the intense media attention, Austin's parents emphasized the importance of humility and gratitude. Joanne explained that while Austin's bravery saved them, it was also the family's trust, preparation, and life jackets that kept everyone afloat. Safety experts reinforced that such incidents, while heroic, are rare and should not be attempted without proper training and precautions. For weeks afterward, Austin received letters of appreciation and recognition from local authorities, media outlets, and everyday citizens. Yet he continued to attend school, practice swimming, and spend time with his family quietly. It was not fame he sought, but the knowledge that he had saved the people he loved most in the world. The incident became a testament to courage, love, and the extraordinary capability of young humans when faced with dire circumstances. The story of Austin Appelbee serves as a reminder that heroism is not always about grand gestures in battle or epic adventures. Sometimes, it is a child making the impossible choice, swimming for hours through the sea, refusing to give up, driven by love and necessity. The quiet bravery of that day echoes far beyond the shores of Geograph Bay, inspiring countless people around the world. Every time the waves crash along Geograph Bay, people are reminded of that day. A 13-year-old boy swam through fear, fatigue, and the unknown, proving that courage is often silent but unstoppable. The Appelbees returned to their lives, forever bound by the memory of that summer day, and forever carrying the lesson. Love can make the impossible happen, even in the face of nature's greatest challenges. Austin Appelbee's courage reminds us that even the smallest among us can achieve the impossible. If you were inspired by this story, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and never miss another story of bravery, survival, and human resilience. All our full videos are on this channel. Join us and experience the world's most incredible true stories.